At home in Sydney's southeastern suburbs, Kerry Bradbury keeps a close eye on her power use. But what was a routine exercise started to fill her with dread.
And it got to the stage where you're actually afraid to open your electricity bill. The bills could be as high as $2,000.
So Kerry took matters into her own hands. A few years ago, she installed batteries, new solar panels and a heap of smart tech in her home. At $28,000, it wasn't cheap. But she won't have to pay a power bill now for 7 years.
All of it's automated. I don't have time to try and work out who's selling my electricity, what's the best price, when's the best price to be using it.
Key to the arrangement are two things: the smart meter that was installed at Kerry's home and the copious amounts of data it generates. Together, they ensure she uses as much power as possible during the middle of the day when solar energy is abundant, while trying to use only what's stored in the battery later. Authorities hope the likes of Kerry Bradbury can be an example for others to follow. It's one of the reasons they want smart meters on every Australian home by 2030. But consumer advocates are warning that many of the supposed benefits could be an illusion because the smart meter market is largely unregulated.
In that blank space, there's possibility for metering providers to use the meter and the data it provides for their own benefit and not necessarily for consumers.
They say consumers typically don't choose their smart meter provider. It's chosen for them by a retailer like AGL or Origin. The metering companies effectively control the consumer's data and can make it extremely difficult for anyone else to use that information. Critics say the relationship between smart meter companies and retailers means they, and not consumers, are likely to get the most of any benefits.
If we get this wrong, the energy transition will be more expensive for consumers, and there'll be a lot more complications than there should be.
I know who would win. It would be the big boys who would win over a little person like me.
Far from empowering consumers, the Sydney Sider worries there could be a dark side. Daniel Mercer, ABC News.